Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It is cozy season. It is sweater weather. I hope you guys are all cozy and ready for this video because you've seen the title, you've seen the thumbnail. I'm sitting here finally in a hoodie. Granted, it is a cropped hoodie because it's still a little bit warm, but it's officially September. It is September. Get the pumpkins out. Today I am going to be decorating my house, but before I did that, I have compiled so much stuff that I wanted to show you guys what I picked up this year for my autumn home decor 2022. The amount of pumpkins you're about to see right now is actually ridiculous. I also wanted to do this video because I just took a trip to Primark and I may have gone a bit mad. So you guys would have seen from my last Primark haul that there was the new in Primark stuff. I got the pumpkin casserole dish and things like that. But I went in the other day with my friend and pumpkin, like it was like a pumpkin patch. There was just so much stuff everywhere that I've wanted to get my hands on. So I ended up going a bit ham and literally spending like 40 quid alone on pumpkins. So that, along with some other stores such as Asda, the Range, Matalan, Hobbycraft, I've compiled a nice little bunch of autumn stuff and I thought you guys would like to see it today to get you in the mood. So without further ado, grab yourself your favourite warm drink of choice. Also, isn't this mug just the cutest thing in the world? I will leave the link to it down below. My friend Charlie got it for me as a little autumn present because we share the same love, and I mean, how cute is that? I feel like you need this in your life, so I will link it down below. Okay, let's just get into it. We're gonna start off, I think, with Hobbycraft because they are actually such a dark horse. Like, you really don't think to go in there for Christmas or autumn, but genuinely there is some amazing things. I ended up picking up these first of all. These are little grey plush pumpkins. So I ended up picking up, I think this was the medium one. It doesn't actually say on it, but this was the medium one and this is the small one. Then they do one that's bigger and one that's smaller than this again. So I think that this guy was about £3 and this one was £5, or this was £4 and this one was £3. These are the two middle ones and I picked them up and they did them in this plush grey, which I really liked. I thought this would go nice with like my kitchen or somewhere in Jerry's front, like the dining room or Jerry's room in the front, the other front room of my house, because the grey velvet goes really well in that. They are really well made and structured. I am actually quite tempted to go back and just get the whole set if they still have it, so we'll see next time I pop in Hobbycraft. But then the best item in my opinion that Hobbycraft are doing at the moment is a white company dupe. So the whole idea, of course, is that with Hobbycraft stuff you obviously have it plain and then you craft it and you paint it and you decorate it to how you want. Personally, I love white, I love neutrals, so I like to keep them as is. This is the large ceramic pumpkin from Hobbycraft, and you guys, I love this thing. There's just something about it being so simple and lovely that I love. So if you haven't seen it on the white company, they have got this one here that is £20. Granted, the shape is obviously a little bit different, but the aesthetic and the outcome of the decor is very similar. That is £20. This guy, as you can see, it's bigger than my head. This was £6. I thought that this was such a bargain. They also had like a tall, thin pumpkin as well, which I was half tempted to get. But I ended up just sticking to this one. Moving on to Primark, because I know you guys are waiting for the Primark stuff, and this is not gonna disappoint. This bag is full and heavy of all new Primark autumn home goodness. So just in case some of you didn't see my last Primark haul, this is one of the first items that Primark is doing in the new autumn range. It is a pumpkin casserole dish. This is honestly a incredible dupe for the one from next here that you can see is £30. Granted, obviously it is a slightly different shape. It has also got the different stem colour. The one on next is either silver or gold. I think it's gold. And this one I actually think is bigger. Like, it's an actual bigger dish than the next one. So more casserole, which means more happiness. And a fraction of the price at only £16. So these are in store now, new for Primark 2022 autumn. Definitely recommend grabbing these. And then just before we move on to the other pumpkins from Primark, I ended up picking up these, which I just thought were so autumnal. I don't know if they were meant to be part of the autumn range. I actually think they're meant to be part of the summer range because they're meant to be £1.50 a stem, but they were reduced to 50p a piece. So I ended up getting 3, and I just thought that these are gonna look absolutely beautiful with autumn decor because they are that beautiful burnt orange, which just goes so well. Even though my whole house is neutral and we have no color pretty much in here at all, I just think that when you put little pops of, especially this, like a muted browny orange, it just brings that full autumnal feel into play. So I ended up picking up 3 stems. I do need to grab a vase for these because I currently don't have one. I need like a thin neck vase, but I'm heading to Home Bargains tomorrow, and that will also be another autumn video that's upcoming, so you know what to do. Make sure you subscribe. Then the next pumpkins that I got from Primark are the cheapest and most affordable pumpkins I have seen in there, well, ceramic ones anyway, because they do have the little pumpkin candles, which I think are £1 or £1.50. They do them in different sizes. But if you're looking for a ceramic pumpkin, or maybe you don't have a ton of space and you just want something little to put in places, I picked up these guys, which I think are so adorable. So they are, I picked up 3. Yeah, I know. These are £2.50 a piece. That's why I could not resist. Plus, they always say if you're ever going to buy multiples of things and you don't know how many to buy, always go for 3, because it just is much more like pleasing on the eye when you've got 3 of something. Apparently it's just one of those interior design things that I've come to learn. But yeah, these are so stunning. Look at these, and £2.50. They're so nice, and they're like short and flat. And of course I've got the gold stem. My house is fully silver, but at autumn, autumn is the only time gold is acceptable. Even at Christmas, I'm like, no, it's silver. But in autumn, it's all about the gold. Then next in the Primark autumn new in stuff, they have these really pretty little pine cone candles. Absolutely adorable. It is just an unscented candle. This also came in white wax, I believe, or like an off-white, but I just loved this neutral tone color. And it has got the, obviously, long wick. You just trim that down because it's got the label on it. But I thought that would be a nice addition to a little like autumn board with a pumpkin, a candle, etc. I feel like this is very autumn, and this was only £3 as well, but it is a big candle. Just have another sweater weather sip of tea break. Next up in Primark pumpkins, I also had to grab these guys. How? I can't remember if they did these last year, but I absolutely love these. These are also kind of a dupe for the White Company pumpkin that they do, but these are glazed ceramic rather than matte. I absolutely adore these. These are the epitome of simplicity and absolute beautifulness. They have obviously no gold, no silver, so they are completely neutral, but they have that beautiful glaze to them. So I ended up picking up 3 of these guys. I know, went a bit mad, and they were only £6 a piece. And again, they're a really decent size, but I just love these. I can't wait to set up for autumn this evening. I am so excited. Okay then, despite those lovely pumpkins we've already seen already, these are my favorite thing that Primark has brought out this autumn 2022. These are actually my favorite thing. I honestly could not buy enough of them when I was there. I actually got up early one day and went to Primark like for opening, because my friend went the day before and picked these up and I didn't see them. So I went there for opening, they didn't have them. I was bitterly disappointed, but we went back the other day and they were there. So I ended up picking up 4 of these actually, but one of them is for my mum. These are the prettiest little pumpkin candles, and you know what sells this even more for me, if it didn't already, is the fact that this is not just a little jar. This hasn't just got the jute. This is a autumn leaves candle. So inside it is a 2-wick autumn leaves candle, and the smell of this is actually stunning. I'm not gonna lie, it's giving me a little bit of Christmas vibes, but I'm okay with that. I can smell the like crisp apple. I can smell like wet leaves. Like, I genuinely just love this scent, but I didn't actually see any more autumn leaves like diffusers or any other sort of candles in Primark, which was a real shame. So anyway, these are awesome. I will certainly be burning them as well, because at the end of the day you can just wash these out and then reuse them as jars. I think that's amazing. And these were only £4 each. So the fact that they're a candle but obviously then a reusable essentially pot, like storage jar, that is absolutely awesome. I'm obsessed Obsessed. Here's an up close with them. They are just gorgeous. Moving on next, just to one thing I picked up in the range. If you watched the range Come Shop With Me, then you would have got a taster of this. To be fair, that was my first official autumn video, but even so, I picked up this pumpkin in there. In hindsight, now I've seen what incredible pumpkins Primark was doing. Would I have bought this? No. Only because it was, I think, $4 or $5.99. I think it was $5.99, which just for this seems very steep now, but the color is slightly different. As you can see, it's like a creamy off-white color, which is quite nice, but I have noticed it's got a little chip in the top already, so that's frustrating, but it is ceramic, so we got that one in the range. Moving on to a little eBay find that I found as well. This was so cheap. I think it was $6.99 or $5.99, and it's just a little metal plaque that says locally grown farm fresh pumpkins, and I just really liked it because I don't want too much orange, as I said, but I want little pops, and this is like a metal sign, but I just loved the illustration. And there is actually some absolutely gorgeous other ones, like posters and things on Etsy and eBay, but I just can't justify when someone's selling me an A4 piece of paper and they want like £10 for this illustration. I'm probably just gonna have this like leaning up against something. It has actually got holes if you wanted to put it on the wall, but personally I wouldn't be, but nevertheless I think it is adorable. So next, moving on to just a couple of bits I picked up from Asda. I did actually pick up this pillow too, which you can see in this picture. It was actually on sale as well, which was awesome, but unfortunately it was really pink. I seen it more as like a muted mauve, but it came quite pink, so I picked that up, but it's being returned, as well as I really want this cushion here. I haven't seen it in store, but if I do, I certainly will be grabbing it. But what I did manage to get my hands on online on Asda online is these, which I just think are so cute. So this is a little pumpkin soap dispenser. Like, I know, how OTT is that, but it's a beautiful glazed ceramic with little speckles in it, and a silver pump as well, which is perfect for my interior. And along with that, I picked up the little like matching pot to go with it. I just felt I had to. I really don't use these that often, but I felt they needed to come as a set. I think this was £5 and this was £3, so that's why they were super affordable. I was like, £8 for a set, I've got to have it. I feel like I'm gonna put this in my kitchen because I feel like it needs to go somewhere very open that people can see. I just love that. I haven't seen these anywhere else. Like, who would have thought to make it a pumpkin or soap dispenser? Asda did, so pick them two up. The fact that they're white as well, like they could have made them a really gaudy orange and probably loads of people would have still bought them, but the fact that they're white and with silver, made for me, literally. Then moving on to Matalan. So I did pick up the most beautiful pumpkin bits in there. However, I'm gonna put it on screen. I really wanted this wreath. It should have been mine. It was in my basket and I didn't buy it because it was £28, and I was trying to hold myself back thinking, you know, nearly 30 quid for something that's gonna be up for a month or two, but I kept thinking about it, and of course, he who hesitates has lost. I went back and it's completely sold out and it's not going back at all. Plus my local Matalans do not have it at all either. But that was very much on my wish list, and definitely note it if you're looking to get autumn decor next year, because that was a beautiful wreath. However, online I did manage to get my hands on these and they are now completely sold out as well, I'm afraid. I picked up two. I can't get the other one out, I'm just gonna leave it. I picked up two of these, which are absolutely beautiful pumpkin bowls. These are pumpkin bowl, like soup bowls. I can't tell you how much I'm obsessed with these. When I originally bought these, I couldn't actually get my hands on the Primark ones, these ones here, because they obviously kind of reminded me of each other with both being gold lids and stuff, but I was really surprised at the size difference. So obviously this is £4. This says it was £8.50. It wasn't, it was £9 online, so a little bit stitched up there really, Matalan home. Anyway, I just really like the texture on them. I think it's really pretty, but yeah, it just comes off and it is an actual soup bowl inside. Obviously you could use these as just storage containers. They don't have to be bowls, but they are labeled as soup bowls. I love these. I'm going to make, I cannot wait for the day, and it will be on Instagram, that I'm going to make a pumpkin casserole, pumpkin and chicken casserole, with loads of sage, because pumpkin and sage just go so well together, in my Primark casserole dish that is then served in these little things in life. While I was doing that, I just realized I've got one final item to show you. I don't know how I forgot about this one. It's because it was in a box underneath a box, and it's actually from Asda again, George at Asda, and it is a floral bouquet. I never knew that George did floral bouquets, but look how stunning this is for autumn. I know any time of year, but I feel like in autumn the dried flowers and like pampas and papyrus, I think these are called papyrus, excuse my pronunciation, are just the best, most beautiful looking thing ever. Like, I think they're the most beautiful looking thing all the time anyway, but they really pull in the farmhouse vibes every day of the week. I got it online and they had a few different bouquet options. So this is what it looked like on the website. I'm going to just show you like here because it's easier, because I know this has got the paper around it, but this is what it's looking like in real life. And the only thing I've heard about these guys is they can molt a little bit. So when I put these in a jar, I'll let you know how I get on. But I just loved this combination with the palms and the papyrus. But it's a really nice small bouquet, but I just fell in love with it. And this was £10. But if you have like a little bit of black in your house, they've also got some like black ones on the site as well. And obviously if you live near an Asda, or even if you don't, most Asdas are fairly within a radius. It's free click and collect to Asda, so definitely go and do it. It doesn't cost any money, and then obviously free returns. So that is going to go ahead and conclude my new autumn bits that I have found. I thought you guys would like to see this video before I go ahead and put them all out, because I know I absolutely love getting inspired with autumn decor. Trust me, I don't need any more influence, but I certainly get it anyway. I will leave linked down below the stuff I can leave linked. Even if it's sold out, I will try and do it. But obviously the Primark stuff you need to go in store for, and I feel like you need to go in store quick. I also feel like Primark aren't done yet, so make sure you're subscribed for more of the Primark content to come. We need to go shopping this September. We haven't been yet, so I'm going to leave it a week or so, then head into store and see what is new. Fashion as well as home, and of course I'll be doing a whole separate haul of any new stuff that I bought too. But I am buzzing with all the pumpkins I found, I'm buzzing with the candles, I'm buzzing with Hobbycraft. I am so ready for autumn. I haven't had a pumpkin spice yet as well, so be proud of me. I will certainly make up for it though. Anyway, I will leave you guys to it. Thank you for spending a little bit of time with me today. I hope you've enjoyed this content. You know what to do. Follow me over on all the socials. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to not miss any of my September and ongoing uploads, because I'd love to have you around. Thank you so much for your time, and I will see you in my next video. Ciao. Love it when you kiss me, love it when we touch. Every time I'm down, yeah, you make me smile. You're the solution.